void.
Start rotating.
Today's video is technically a viewer request because a few days ago I got this comment asking if I could show how to play as an AR player on Embassy Hardpoint, so today we're going to take a brief look at that. Well, let's touch on some basic rules of thumb real quick before we do that. This applies to everybody, not just AR players. In order to win Hardpoint, you have to rotate. For the love of God, please rotate. Unless you absolutely have to contest the hill to not lose the game at 30 to 20 seconds, get off of that and just go new. Now that the PSA is out of the way, let me break down how I view Embassy Hardpoint, and I'll try to explain as best I can. Leave that like and sub down below. Let's look at some footage. So I'm briefly going to go hardpoint by hardpoint, talking about where to play on power positions and where to be on rotation and where to block spawns and where the enemy should be spawning. I'm going to try to keep it as quick as I can. Now, I spawned right here. If you spawn here in hardpoint, you basically have the preferred spawns because P2 is over there. I don't value P1 very highly. It's basically better just to keep both teams off of P1 if you can do that rather than your team getting time. If you can snag a few seconds on P1, that's great, but like I said, this is not a money hill. You should not invest a lot of resources into P1 itself. You should be playing for spawns over there. But if you want to defend P1, your best bets are going to be bathroom, top PD, or top bridge, or you can flank through orange or red. The mid lane exists too, but there's probably going to be somebody posted up by Xbox, and they'll probably have a really good line of sight on you, so I would avoid mid at all costs. But on the rotation to P2, right here, this general area is where you're gonna want to be. And if you're posted up on these trucks, you can get lines of sight to back gas, and you can kill people that are trying to come get you off of this, because people will come try to get you off of this. Some other good positions to play here are right here at Xbox, because you can get spawn kills easily right here in middle, or if you want more responsibility, you can play on one of the vans and try to rotate back and forth between middle and picking up the guy that might hit through gas. So now on the P2 to P3 rotation, there are three ways to get here. You could either go through PD and then come up tennis court, you could go middle to orange, or you could go top gas and go across the bridge. But whichever outer lane you decide to hit, it's going to depend on where your team is going, so you don't make a stupid single decision. You can get some good angles on the hill from top PD and vice versa. You can get angles on top PD from the hill. I like to play in this little area sometimes on the initial push just to sit here if we already have rotations and just shoot them as they walk by and then reposition. It just gets us initial time, which is good. This little AC rooftop is also a little bit of a nifty power position, but it doesn't work for the entire hill. It's good for like 1 or 2 kills, and you have to skedaddle. And now moving on to the rotation of P3 to P4, this is one of the most influential and simplest rotations in the game, because if you can chain P3 into P4, that is basically 100 free seconds. So your entire team is just going to work their way across tennis courts to this back spot. You can work through this part of the map if you want to. That is a choke point. It's not my preferred place. Basically, if you want to work around all the way, you can come through here, and then you can work your way through these back doors, and this is just an easier entry point on the initial break. Especially considering you can get on top of this van and play from around all these angles here. And then if you're trying to lock down lanes, generally I like to play out here, and I keep going back and forth between this head glitch over here and then this head glitch here. It's just going to come down to a timing thing. You're just going to have to keep going back and forth and just knowing where to look and when, and hoping your teammates in the hill win their gunfights. Assuming you have a really good team comp with somebody that just wants to sit back there and watch the flank over there, you can push outside, and this will make the enemy's life even harder. And you have this entire cross to worry about. Or if you want to play in the hill, you can just try to work on the hallways, because this is just a long line of sight that ARs are good for. And now on the P4 to P5 rotation, this is where it's going to be a difference of opinion for a lot of people, because a lot of people like to play this hill a lot of different ways. I think the best way to play P5 is to work your way through the P2 area, then go back gas to get the initial break. I'll try to make my case really quickly, because if you come gas, you block this general area spawn, and then they're going to spawn in orange or tennis court. And then if you win the initial gunfights on the P5 rotation, you can push out orange, and then they'll start spawning in P4, where you just came from. And then that is when you post up right here, and you just shoot them in the side as they funnel out of bathroom door and that double door right there. And this is a pretty good setup, because your teammate that pushed out orange can kill them if they go all the way around that way. You can get the kills if they come here, and then if they come out those doors, that just staggers the push and prolongs it more than they probably want to. And then if you're actually feeling really ambitious, you can chain the P5 hill into the P1 hill just by going out the red door and you're right. But like I said at the beginning, I don't really value P1 that much. It's more of a keep the enemy off the hill rather than get time on this hill. I do value the P2 spawns way more than P1 time. But, boys and girls, that has been my TLDR on how to play Embassy Hardpoint as an AR player. A brief summary: try to keep your back to one of the corners of the map like this so you don't have to worry about getting shot from somewhere. Use the long lines of sight to your advantage. Play for rotations, and then know where to be to manipulate spawns into getting some free kills, because free kills means free hill time. With that said, leave that like, sub down below, and then enjoy the actual Embassy Hardpoint gameplay.
I'm gonna try to get top bridge first.
Nah, go to white trucks.
Fair enough.
Hardpoint. Capture and hold the target area.
Nothing over here.
Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
Mid.
Midweek, top gas.
Locating the next hardpoint. Get ready.
3 people in hill, by the way.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
I like top PD. Yeah. Top gas, dude.
There's one like sign.
Spawning P5. Orange dead.
Another sign going ladder. Check ladder.
Sign's literally one shot. I stopped shooting.
Top PD, dead.
I spawned next, but we shouldn't give that up.
No, keep just hold this.
Capture the hardpoint.
Bathroom.
Bathroom dead.
Probably out by the van.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Yep.
Like behind?
Yep.
P2 door, weak.
Spawning P1. They're definitely out by the van.
Enemy
One
targets
ammo
at the
side door,
hardpoint.
nice.
No one in red, orange. Fuck.
We've lost the lead.
Still Xbox. They're split
Orange
here.
is
They
dead.
numbers.
I'm spawning at orange now.
Compromised.
Red's dead.
Xbox. behind us. Check laundry. Nice.
Got a trophy in time. Gas is weak.
Laundry.
I don't know where he is on hill.
I think 2
Top bridge.
homes. Top bridge dead. Palms dead. That was what the. I guess that's a glitch for time.
Yeah.
My bat's last. I'm gonna need your front corn.
Good.
Bunch one. Dead.
Good.
I have a
White
streak.
trucks is absolute.
Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
Xbox is one shot. I'm gonna streak.
Trucks is clear.
They're spawning gas, looks like.
1 vans.
P1, he's gonna be coming through laundry. Probably Xbox in a sec. I
1
spawned a
here in the
gas.
back.
Enemy targets at the
Dead.
hardpoint. The lead is ours.
Back alley absolute.
Hardpoint relocating. Stand by.
On points weak. I have no bullets.
Location
Orange last
updated.
guy.
Capture the
orange. Nice.
Ladder dead. Orange. Can't help yet.
Back PD, one shot.
One dead orange, another one I think.
We're gaining ground.
He's one shot.
Go back PD.
LSD one. He's dead.
Threats
In the back, he's in new.
I spawned on new.
He's dead.
Target area updated. Move to the hard point.
Going bathroom.
Hard point compromised. Secure the area.
Bathroom, both side dead. There's two in, both weak.
Threats in the perimeter.
Fuck, I'm spawning P5. How?
Hard
PD
point
steps.
compromised. Secure the
You
area.
shot on the cross. They're gonna be bathroom in a sec.
Enemy targets at the hard
I
point.
have a streak.
Bathroom.
Crossing the gas.
Locating the next
One
hard
front
point.
bathroom.
Get ready.
He's stunned.
He's laundry. I'm looking.
Dead.
Corn got him.
They're in new.
Hard point relocated. Secure the target area.
Weak.
Threats in the perimeter.
Dead.
One coming orange.
It's me corn. In.
Last guy in, 2 in.
You're good. Our teammate shot me, I think. Laundry.
Launch.
Weak in.
Laundry's one shot. Like,
Secure the area.
probably gas.
Orange doesn't matter.
All hunters, mission accomplished. Lack a job.